It is 6:30, and this council meeting has now been called to order. Councilmember Smith, would you lead us in an invocation?
I would love to. Would everyone please stand and join me in prayer? Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for once again an incredible evening in Canyon Lake. Lord, we have so much to be grateful during this Christmas season, but more importantly, tonight my prayer is about our incredible mayor, Lord, the year of service that he's provided for this community, the sacrifice that his wife has allowed him to participate in everything Canyon Lake driven, Lord. We are so blessed to have him, and I just want to say thank you for providing him the health and everything that he gives to this community. In your name, amen.
Amen. Please remain standing. Chief Roberts, would you mind leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Right hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Madam Clerk, could you conduct a roll call, please?
Mayor Pro Tem Castillo.
Here.
Councilmember Smith.
Here.
Councilmember Stieber.
Here.
Councilmember Welty.
Here.
Mayor Terry.
Here.
Mayor, you have a quorum.
Our city attorney, could you please report out a closed session?
Yes, Mayor, happy to. By a vote of 5-0, the City Council is 100% satisfied with the performance of their city manager. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, ceremonial matters. We are going to begin with Councilmember Stieber, who is going to present the Student of the Month Awards.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good evening, everyone. I had the ability to, actually I did not. In October we had 2 Student of the Months, and unfortunately I did not get to attend that award ceremony that we do every month at Lakeside High School, but I still wanted both students to be able to come in and we'd be able to honor and celebrate them. So first, and I'm going to start, ladies first, I'd like to, tonight we honor Emerson Castro from Keith McCarthy Academy as Student of the Month in October. How are you doing? I'm going to do a little speech about you real fast. Emerson's dedication and strong time management skills enabled her to not only excel, but to move ahead of schedule. She surpassed the credits needed for graduation and will be graduating earlier this month. She has spent her senior year supporting income students and contributed her photography and editing talents to the yearbook. Graduating early will not allow Emerson to begin classes. Graduating early will allow, that's why I corrected it, Emerson to begin classes at MSJC this spring, and you plan to transfer to UC in the fall. Do you know which UC yet? You don't? Okay. Well, tonight, please join me in congratulating Emerson Student of the Month. And here's this wonderful certificate from our city. Congratulations. Photo with us. And I also have this. And do you have family here joining as well that they would like to come up? Come on up, family. I'll put this right here.
Congratulations. Great job. Proud of you.
I'll let you come stand in the middle. No, you're good. Our second Student of the Month, love to have welcome up Evan Katsadoris from Temescal Canyon High School. And not only were you Student of the Month in October, you're also the District Senior Student of the Month as well. Congrats on that. Evan is a high honored student with a 4.0 GPA, excelling in AP and honor classes. Evan has already received multiple university offers in recognition of his academic excellence. Do you have a favorite yet? No? All right. Beyond the classroom, Evan is deeply involved in his school community. He serves as a link leader for ASB, plays on the varsity football team, and leads his teammates as one of the varsity captains. His head coach describes him as a leader in the classroom, on the field, and throughout the school community, and that's exactly who he is. So please join me in congratulating Evan. And I'd like to welcome your family up as well, Evan.
Good job. Who likes golf? Who's good at golf? A lot of hands went down right there, except for this group in the back, and I'd like to invite all of them to come up here real quick. Look at you guys all swagged out. Man, you look sharp. Woo! I like it. Hey, we had our city golf tournament this year. I would like, if you all could look at the city manager and say thank you. Because the city manager was determined that the entire 3 days was going to be a giant success. And on our day, on Friday, we had 82 players participate in the city tournament compared to maybe 16 the year before. I mean, we went from 16 turkeys to 377 turkeys in just 2 years. Everyone give it up for our city manager. These things are, believe it or not, pretty important to him. But the one thing they added this year was the junior tournament, correct? And you guys came out and you played stroke play? Played the score, right? Anyone cheat? Can't cheat, huh? It's a great thing about golf. It's a gentleman's sport. It's an honesty sport. And it really, you'll know when you cheat because you'll never feel right again, right? So congratulations to you guys. I think it's really, really important for you guys to understand that we're going to have a junior tournament every year now. Correct, Coach? Yep. But there will only be that first group. And I am so very proud of you. The way you played, I was there that day. The amount of respect you have for our community, for the golf course, and I'm very, very proud of you. So let's give them a big round of applause. I'm no good at golf. I just like hanging out there.
I golf with him a lot. I can attest to that.
That is correct. Eric, could you come on up? Pat's not here, correct?
No, he couldn't make it.
All right, we'll remember that. Eric, Mayor Pro Tem Castillo had made talking about these guys, and she said, they're just phenoms, and they're not phenoms. I have actually been on the course. I've seen you working with them. I've seen David working with them. I've seen Pat working with them. And I'll tell you what makes you good? Your work ethic. Well, I like that too. I like it when they commend the coach. But Eric, thank you so much for all the hours and the effort that you have put into not only our golf club, but into these young people. And they are not just a reflection of good golfers, they're also fine young men. They dressed fantastically, by the way. And this is for you. And thank you very much, Eric, for all the work that you do. All right, so we got some goodies for you guys. Where's Jameson? Tell me a little bit about yourself, Jameson. Well done. Stick to golf, Jameson. Easton. Give it up for Easton. What are your likes? All right. Gonna work on people skills, bud. Vinny. Give it up for Vinny. Braxton. Hi, Braxton. Am I gonna get this right? Asen? Asen? Asen. Congratulations, Asen. Great job. Great job. Shake hands. There you go. Hard. Get in there. That's your name, buddy. That's your name. Good job. And then we got this. Oh. There's only one guy who gets this. That's the winner of the first annual Canyon Lake City Junior Tournament, Tegan Perry. You have any endorsements? Callaway? Think Callaway.
Callaway.
All my I can't say. Yeah, you got anything to say, champ?
I want to thank you for being such a supportive person out of all of us junior golfers. King and Lake, Pro Shop, Pat, Eric, for being a supportive coach. My parents, and yeah, all of them for having a hard competition.
Awesome. And I mean that when Dave Dane and I go to the golf course, you guys are everywhere. You're always working hard on your game, and I think that's going to get you not only through golf, but that's going to get you through life. That's going to get you through school. Keep the work ethic up, okay? Can I take a picture with you guys? Can we all take a picture with you? Okay.
Squeeze in, everybody. Nice and tight. All right. We'll take a few in 3, 2, 1.
Good job, guys.
Mayor, I think I just kicked somebody off of the team next year. We have an opening now. If you want to join our team,
Yeah, you're in. Tell from the big boys. Why don't you bring that back to you? Great job. Thank you, guys. All right. Now for our presentations, from Elsinore Valley Municipal Water District, Director Darcy Burke. We were very lucky that you're actually here tonight. Came in from Met last night, correct? Late last night. Well, we really appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Late last night and then a car accident on the way home, so. But the miles I drive, it was minor. It should be expected, right? So I'm just grateful that it was minor and it was an inconvenience and not something worse. So good evening, Mayor, Council, staff, friends, neighbors, and guests. I'm going to start out a little different tonight. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. This year, our mayor, Mark Terry, has demonstrated courage over and over again. That's right. It's true. In this age of social media keyboard warriors, it's so easy to judge what it's like to sit in the middle seat. The mush pot, for those of us that used to play Duck, Duck, Goose, and not only run the meeting, manage the expectations of those participating in the meeting. You don't wake up knowing the Brown Act, or Robert's Rules of Order, or Rosenberg's Rules of Order if you don't want to read Roberts, and the expectations of your community that are disappointed when you don't get to have a conversation and they gave public comment and they walk away upset and you can't say anything. You don't wake up knowing the admin code or the relationships you have with your water district or your state senator. It is something that is acquired over time. And you have not been on this council very long, and you have done an extraordinary job.
Thank you.
And this year has been a milestone year. I mean, we had a catastrophic fish kill. You started a police department. We have a proposed project that is direct burial that will impact all of our quality of life. So I would say it's epic. And through all of it, Mark, even when you didn't know what you didn't know, you stood up, you showed leadership, you showed up. And that is more than half the battle. And I thank you for that.
Thank you.
I think we all need to thank you for that, because it's not easy. And everybody wants to run for office because they think they're going to change everything. And that's great aspirations. But it takes 3 votes to do that. So being the Lone Ranger does nothing. I always tell people, we don't always agree with things, but my job is to come to an agreement. And I am so fortunate. Out of my entire board, I have the best city, by far. We are the example of how you're supposed to work things out. We are the example of how you work together. We don't always agree, but we always agree to make an agreement. And that is light years apart from others. It's not about fiefdoms, it's about solutions. So all the keyboard warriors out there that like to criticize, I'm going to encourage you to pick up the phone, to email, because I know I respond. I know all of you respond, and Mark, you have responded every single time. And I appreciate that very, very much. And I appreciate the courage to lead, even though you didn't know where you were going sometimes, because it was blurry and foggy and it's new territory. And public policy is not easy. It's not what you plan today. It's what the impact's going to be 10 years down the road. And not everybody can see that vision, and you can. So I hope that this year has not taken away your spirit, that if anything else, it's encouraged the fire to want to do more. When you look at how far our city's come in 7 years, it's pretty remarkable. I can't imagine how far it can go. And you've done that through partnerships, and I'm grateful for the partnerships the Water District has with our city. So thank you for your leadership, your support, and your courage.
Thank you.
I'm going to just say a few things about what we're doing at the Water District now. Today we went over $650 million with the CIP projects that are going on right now. It took 4 hours. A lot of these projects, most of these projects weren't want-to-be projects. They were mandated projects. They are to meet regulations. They are to be in compliance. When people talk about the rates, because I see it online, and they think it's because of new people moving in, it's not. New development pays for new development. I want you to understand that we have enough pipe, just in mains, to go from here to Denver. Not as the crow flies, but on roads. That all has to be repaired and replaced and planned for. That's a lot of pipe. pipe is not inexpensive. Nothing in water is inexpensive. Yesterday at Metropolitan, Jeff Armstrong, who is the eastern rep for Canyon Lake, resigned from Metropolitan because it's so consuming, he can't spend time with his family. That's a huge loss for us, huge. Because of his financing ability and expertise, we are now at a disadvantage. Met is looking at a 23% rate increase. We are 90% dependent on them right now. We are going to have to look at new ways to pay for water. Some of them you're not going to like. But not having reliable water is the other choice. I also assure you, you won't like that. So I need to have conversations with you. When we have coffee at the country club or the events at night, I need people to come talk to me. Rather than put it on Facebook, please call me. I'm open to ideas. Some, I can tell you right now, by the way the rules work, we can't do that unless legislation changes it. But I'm pretty much open to any idea that will fund billions of dollars of projects. Because if you haven't noticed, the state's not going to be handing out money. I think they're $18 billion upside down as of today. I'm not sure. I also want to talk about treatment. We do have some PFAS in some wells that we've discovered, groundwater sources. Those have been taken offline until we can either blend or treat them. So it's not just the lake. There are new standards coming for arsenic, for magnesium, for vanadium. I mean, I could go on and on. All that really means in non-technical speak is money. So when people tell you tap water's not safe, that's garbage. Bottled water does not test or treat to the level that tap water does. FDA regulates bottled water. Those are the same people that tell you how many rat parts can be in a hot dog. Drink it up, my friends. Enjoy. That's not what you sustain life with. That is an emergency supply. I really want to thank this council for all the support you give me continuously. I think we have come a long way in 7 years. I'm so fortunate. I've worked with all of you almost as mayor and enjoyed every year. I'm really sorry, Mark, that you got really a challenging year, but thank you for stepping up and showing the leadership you did. I'm happy to take any questions.
Any questions? I'm looking at the agenda here, and it kind of drags on for a while. So I'm going to get this in now. You're a mentor.
Thank you.
We've had meetings where I will say something and Darcy will go, "My God, Mark, why would you say something like that?" So we have a good relationship, but I cannot tell you just how fortunate we are as a community that this is our director. She's a fierce, fierce fighter. I really appreciate, let's go back to something that you and Mayor Pro Tem started, and that is conversation at the country club.
Yep.
And I remember a meeting, I think it was you, me, and board member Jeff Bill. And so we talked, and we had breakfast. This has evolved into 20, 30 people. And of course, some of that are the issues. But at least we've given them a place to fall, to go to show you how this progressed. I apologize, I don't know her name. But if we had a seat outside, she'd have sat in that seat.
Yes.
And last week, she sat 2 down from me. They bring notebooks. They ask questions. We even had Mr. Wilbur trying to organize the group. It is your civic responsibility to know what's going on in your community. We don't teach that much anymore, but it is your civic responsibility. And I could not be more proud of how this has progressed from what you guys started. All mayors have gone to those conversations, and I would encourage every resident to go tell another resident, and the first Wednesday morning of every month, go to the country club and ask your questions and be informed, and you're the one who provides that platform. Thank you very much.
No, thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm not going to make it through tonight. Canyon Lake Property Owners Association, my good friend, Vice President Jeff Bill. Yay!
I do have to say Darcy is a very, very hard act to follow. So, thanks for raising the bar for all of us. So,
Bye-bye.
I have one announcement, and that is this weekend we had the holiday boat parade. We have changed the gate access to help move holiday traffic more efficiently for the residents. We're implementing a temporary gate plan, and it's going in place on Saturday from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. The adjustments are designed to streamline the resident entry and reduce the traffic during the hours. We ran a test on this for Thanksgiving. It went really well, good positive feedback. What we will be doing is the main gate will be guest only. The east gate will be residents only, and the north gate will be either residents or guests. So in addition to this, I'm going to break with the little tradition too, Mark. So today, as I was thinking about coming here, and this being your last night in the chair, in the big chair, I was thinking about what makes a good mayor. And I started thinking about it, and I started thinking about my friend Mark and his leadership and his vision. And I looked at it and his vision with the focus on the growth and the quality of life for everyone in Canyon Lake. Mark, you've approached everything with a passion that can't be beat, and we appreciate that. When it comes to the community, you've promoted unity, civic engagement, which you just did a minute ago again because you can't help yourself. And you've provided diverse groups with the means to get their projects going. You've also operated with fairness, transparency, and more accountability than I have seen in many, many years. So I want to thank you for that. I also want to thank you for your fiscal responsibility. You understand the budget as a roadmap. You've used it wisely. You work effectively with our group, with the water district, and with the other council members. You've solved problems. You've acknowledged the challenges. You've worked with others to find the solutions. And that teamwork and team building effort did not go unnoticed. The communication, you clearly articulate your ideas. You inform the public. You listen to everybody. Once again, at those meetings that we go to, you're there to listen. You're there to help, and we appreciate that. You treat the residents with respect. You address their concerns, and you're sensitive to their needs. Once again, you have no idea how much we appreciate you.
Thank you.
The motivation and character, you genuinely enjoy what you're doing in serving the public. Your award is the job itself. Your commitment, the time you put into this, the effort you put into this, all of these things are what make a great mayor, and all of these are the attributes that you have, and I'm proud to call you my friend. So I also, to break with tradition, the POA board wanted to offer you a certificate if you're willing to come up in public. I don't know how you feel about public speaking, more appearances. But I wanted to present you with the certificate of appreciation from those of us on the POA.
And 1 month of not paying your...
Let's not be careless.
Dang it.
Thank you, buddy. And I appreciate everything you've done.
Thank you.
Good job.
I feel unaddressed. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, now from the Canyon Lake Chamber of Commerce, President Johnny Panetta. Yay!
Good evening, Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, City Council members, City staff. So just a couple things. I'll make this real brief. For December, we have our annual membership on the 21st. That will be from 3 to 4. And then right afterwards, we have an event that Rick put together, the Director of Events. I got it right that time, right? Okay. And it is the winter event holiday party. That's from
4 to 8?
4 to 8? You sure?
Yes.
Okay. 4 to 8, and that's going to have a 17-piece band. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think we have, how many prizes do we have to hand out?
Probably about 100 raffle prizes, and we have Santa Matthew who's going to be there. His sleigh will land, hopefully not in the lake or in the sand trap. He'll be there between about 5:30 and 7:30, so we hope to see you there.
Okay. And to also give you, present you with a certificate of recognition, I'd like to have the previous president read this and what it says to you.
You know, I'm always shy in front of a microphone, so. Presented to Mayor Mark Terry in grateful recognition of your outstanding leadership, dedication, and commitment to the prosperity and well-being of the Canyon Lake community. Your support of local businesses and partnership with the Canyon Lake Chamber of Commerce has strengthened our city, advanced community engagement, and fostered a shared vision for a thriving future. Presented by the Canyon Lake Chamber of Commerce, December 2025.
Love you, buddy.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Come on up.
Ready, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Very nice. Thank you. From I love the direction that our chamber is headed in. I mean that. You guys are doing a great job. All right, Canyon Lake Fire Department, Battalion Chief Jeff Roberts.
Good evening, Council, Mr. Mayor. Thank you. Appreciate the coming. I'm standing in for Chief Latenders tonight, but I wanted to go over our October stats. This November, we ran 80 incidents. We ran a total of 4 fire calls, 50 rescue EMS, 18 good intent, 4 service calls, and 4 false alarms. Our average response times for the month of November was 51 seconds. That was our turnout time. Our travel time was 5 minutes and 3 seconds. Our response time was 6 minutes. When we use the 90% fractile, our November times was 1 minute and 19 for the turnout times. Travel time was 7 minutes and 8 seconds. And the total response is 8 minutes and 6 seconds. Canyon Lake Engine responded to 9 incidents outside the city during the month of November. The following jurisdictions: 8 into Lake Elsinore, 1 into Good Hope, 0 into Menifee. This year, Canyon Lake has responded to 109 incidents outside the city, 93 in the Lake Elsinore, 3 in Good Hope, 10 in Menifee, 1 in Paris, 1 in Riverside, and 1 in LA County. Here's a map, and it breaks it down by zip code, so it's not really city's jurisdictions. It's the way our CAD system works. Riverside County, CAL FIRE responded into the city 7 times during the month of November. Total aid received to this date, year to date, is 67. Some of the things we did on the outreach for the month of November, we had our first AMR open house barbecue. They held a barbecue for all of us and cooked bratwurst and hot dogs and had management. We got to, mingle with each other and kind of just see their operation, have a good connection with them when we have any kind of issues or incidents. We also had the POA tree lighting, the Lions Club toy drive, the City Veterans Day event, the Reserve Firefighter orientation, and the City Turkey drive. I want to remind everybody that Saturday, December 20th, is going to be Donuts with Santa from 10 o'clock till noon. We're going to have pictures with Santa. Home Depot Toy Workshop will be there, where kids can build a craft. You can do face painting. There'll be donuts, hot cocoa and coffee. You can tour the fire station, meet your firefighters. The AMR ambulance will be there. You can meet them folks. And also, if you want to bring a toy for the Spark of Love toy drive. So I wanted to remind everybody also the Spark of Love toy drive is going on now through the 24th. So please bring in unwrapped sporting equipment or a toy for needy children in our local area. Toys can be dropped off at the fire station. We do have boxes outside for if we are not there and we're on an incident. You're welcome to leave them right outside the fire station. There'll be boxes, and then we bag those up and we put them away. And that would end my presentation. Do you have any questions?
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
I'm actually excited to see that the turkey didn't slow down the guys in November. That's good on the response times. For those of you that don't know, congratulations in order, because the chief, his daughter, just got married. So I got a question for you, Chief.
Yes, sir.
Were there tears?
There were.
Good.
There were.
Well deserved, my friend.
Yeah, a pitch in the voice and a 3-second pause, and
Perfect. That's what I was hoping for.
And move on. So
Hey, congratulations to you and your family. Seriously,
appreciate that. Thank
That's
you.
awesome.
Any other questions? We had another wedding in the Canyon Lake Fire Department family, did we not?
Yes, we did.
How was that?
It was really good. It's it kind of bittersweet, you know, when your daughter gets married. So she got married and she lives in Athens, Georgia. But it was really good.
That was the pictures were beautiful. Great job, Dad.
Yeah.
Good job.
They're at Europa Village.
Great job. All right, Canyon Lake Police Department, Chief Jim Rails.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor, City Council, City staff, and residents of Canyon Lake. Jim Rails, your newly appointed Police Chief. I just wanted to give you a quick update. I started in pretty much October 1st, and I have not given an update since. I kind of want to let you know where we're at and where we're going with everything. Give you a quick update on agency status. I'm working with Post, and City Manager was already working with this prior to me. I'm working with DOJ right now. I found out today I've got to do a complete full background, so I'm in the process of completing that. Post has to come out and sit down and review my entire background packet before they can give us agency status. So hopefully that's completed, I would say February, and then we can have our agency status. I'm already working on agency status with DOJ. There's two different portions there. There's a civil side and there's a criminal side. That paperwork's almost completed, so it's going well. And like I said, hopefully by February we'll have full agency status.
In case council's worried, I'm not worried about the background
Okay,
check.
good. That's what I was going to ask.
We're
All
good.
right.
I did
already
conduct the background check. I did go through his entire record. As I said before, wonderful man, very, very boring.
Yeah,
Not a single discipline that mattered. Like, there was nothing for me to enjoy, so we're going to be just fine.
Merry Christmas.
All right. Well, going on, police station construction is completed. The only thing we have left is cameras are up, but they just have to complete, come in and zoom them in and make sure we're good there. And then just our access to the doors, our key cards. So that's all that needs to be completed on the station. So that's awesome. I'm already down there. Furniture's in. I'm already working out of the office, so doing some office work and some handy work at the same time. So, police vehicle update. I just met with the company this past week. Things are ahead of schedule by far. They're actually slowing things down for us, so we don't have to get delivery too soon. Otherwise, we've got to start paying for those right away. So it sounds like they're going to be able to push it off until right around April. But the vehicles are already being built out right now. Getting ready to get graphics on some of them, so they're just waiting, and they'll be delivered in April. Dispatch and CAD system, that's going great. That's one thing that I've been worried about. That's hopefully we have a contract here in January, and we'll bring that before you. But great things to go on that, so very excited about it. Take a look at our final graphics for our police vehicle. This is what it's going to look like. We kind of made it a little more clean. Really Canyon Lake style on there. Up in the corner, it says a little bit of paradise by the back window. Real clean look. The only thing missing is a light bar, and a front push bumper on that. CSO vehicle is all white, pretty much the same. It just says community service officer underneath and then on the back. And those will have the amber lights. This is the back of the vehicle. We went with without blue gradient, which you can see the American flag more where the police is written. So that'll be the back of the police unit. And we updated the badge. I took the approved badge that council had, the exact same badge, and I removed the eagle and we put in a lighthouse to make it more specific to Canyon Lake. So that's the final badge. That's being made right now, so we should have those probably before we even have agency status. Future tasks, obviously complete the agency status, hopefully January, February. So we're going to start the hiring process after we bring to council in January's meeting, the first meeting in January, to approve those positions, and then we'll start flying that and probably start hiring in February. Complete the background process and hopefully start July 1 is my plan right now. So sheriff's contract's up June 31st. I plan on starting that midnight, so we will see how it goes. Working with city attorney coming up. As soon as we get agency status, I can start working on policies and procedures. I've already started, but I can't present them until after that. So policies and procedures. A lot of the big items are done. Give you a quick budget rundown. 1.2 million startup. Station construction was right around $653,000. It was a little more because the badge readers were part of that, which was roughly $83,000. We've already purchased a lot of the big items, the vehicles, the build-out costs, radios, laptops, body-worn cameras, tasers, video storage through Axon, computers, printers, furniture at the station. Evidence room is almost built out. So a lot of the costs I'm trying to get done this year because when you go into the new year, things start to increase. So I've locked down all these big prices this year. Some of it we don't have to pay until the following year. So, and some of the larger costs we're able to spread it over 5 years. So it brings the startup cost just a little bit down. Looking at projecting at all the additional items that we need, some equipment, backgrounds, process, medical. Everybody has to go through a psych, so that whole background process is pretty pricey. And then uniforms and a few other items. I kind of went high on the estimates. We have $220,000 left in the budget. Future costs projected at about $150,000. So I'm coming in at about $70,000 under budget right now. That's with high projections. So we have a cushion there to be able to, in case there's any items that come up that cost more than we thought. But the big items are done, so I'm not planning on any additional large costs that are gonna hit. So we're under budget right now. So I just want to let you know we're within budget and possibly under. So, any questions?
Councilmember Smith?
Are you having fun, Chief?
Oh yeah, it's a blast.
So much for retirement, huh?
You know what? I don't have the stress that he's dealing with now, so don't have
I can tell.
120 plus employees and all the incidents going on. I can just focus on this, which is nice.
It's been so
There's a
exciting.
little bit of a learning curve to go through the DOJ process and post, but it's just jump through those hoops, which you were doing for months and back and forth. So doing the same thing, but in the meantime, we just set everything up while that's happening.
Yeah, not you, right? Hey, Chief, I'm excited, man. It's been so cool hearing from my colleagues in different cities and hearing some of your former guys that used to work for you and now are captains and lieutenants. And, you know, every single one of them says it couldn't happen to a better guy. And it's just cool to see you up here and going through some of the checklists that I remember talking about with the city manager. If we only had a chief of police to do this and how to figure it out, and here you are doing it and knocking it out of the park, and it's just an exciting time for Canyon Lake, and I love the fact that we're looking at going under budget. So thank you for that. That's a Merry Christmas in itself.
I appreciate all the support, definitely.
Yeah. Starting a police department is next level awesome, but doing it in the manner in which you're doing it and bringing just another layer of professionalism to the city is, I'm just so grateful. And as I go to police departments all around the state as part of my day job, I get asked, when are you accepting applications? How much, all the details. And I'm really looking forward to having all that enthusiasm come here. I think you're going to be able to get an amazing, just elite level of personnel because they want to work for you.
I agree.
They want to work for you because you're a good leader and you're going to make this something really special. And so, thank you.
I'd like to make a comment. Chief, congratulations where you're at even today. You and I have had conversations for probably half of a decade now, and just seeing you in front of me and what you're about to be able to accomplish for our city is remarkable. I don't have police officers reaching out on when we can turn resumes, but I do have citizens in a school district when they want to know when they can come start touring and doing field trips. So any indication when you're ready to start accepting people walking through the hallways?
I'm hoping in the next couple of months we can do a soft opening or a grand opening. I'm trying to get the station completed first so we can start doing that stuff. And then I can focus more on the other things and hiring.
Perfect. I'll let them know.
Yep, hopefully a couple months.
Thank you, Chief.
Nope.
Great job.
And thank you, Mayor Terry, for a great year and having confidence in me to lead this charge. So looking forward to working
There
with you in the
was
future.
one guy to make this right, and it was you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Chief. All right, nonprofit spotlight. This is something that we began in January. It has just been a blessing to have the nonprofit organizations come here, discuss the incredible work that they do. First of all, I'd like to invite Jesse to please come on up. Jesse Lagoa. Jesse, that is called Art, Not Drugs. Jesse, you are an artist.
Yes.
And a lot of people will drive down the street and see graffiti and think, oh, that's a mess. And yet, Jesse can make that graffiti look beautiful. If I understand correctly, you paint with spray paint. Is that correct?
Yeah, with aerosol art.
Aerosol
It's basically
art.
spray cans. I also use different mediums, and I also am able to make something into something. Anything out of something.
And if you've ever driven through Lake Elsinore, your murals are...
Yeah, I did the Kobe Bryant mural that's there on the store. I did the Fernando Valenzuela mural. I did a tribute to the military also in the back. I want to keep my art here, and I want to do my art here. I live here. I also work 4 days out of the week for a drug program. I'm also a certified licensed drug and alcohol counselor and a gang prevention specialist with over 31 years sober, at-risk youth counselor. So I want to be able to keep my program here.
Riverside Recovery Resources, is that correct?
That's where I work 4 days out of the week.
That's great. And what you've done is you've taken your passion and you've looked at kids that are at risk.
Yeah.
Right, Chief? In the future, have this guy's card. We can save a life. And then you invite these kids to join you, and then they participate in the actual production of a mural. Do I have that right?
Most definitely. I know I want to be the bridge between the city and the streets. I want to, because me sitting back there, I said, this looks like a courtroom. You know what I mean? I felt like that, and
I'm sorry.
in court. You know what I mean? So
we're gonna be good.
We're gonna be perfect. But the whole thing about it is that for me, I understand the situation of being in front of these people. You know what I mean? And being in front of people that are counselors and also officers and probation officers, stuff like that, working with them, because a lot of at-risk youth, they've been told to stay away from certain people in the city, and I want to be able to be the bridge, to be able to let them know that the city is behind us 100%. And before, I remember as an incident as a real young youth, I got caught when I was 9 years old tagging on the wall. The first thing they did was put me in juvenile hall. So I wasn't scared of juvenile hall no more. We need programs out here to be able to take them, put them in a program like mine, guide them, mentor them, discipline them, and teach them how to do art, not vandalism. So that's what my program stands for. And while I'm doing that, I'm mentoring them, trying to get them off of drugs if they are doing drugs, because we have a huge problem with drugs out here. We all don't see it. We pass right by them, but I'm in the gutters. I'm in the streets. I see it. You know, a lot of people's parents don't see that, which we need to start getting them involved, and that's where my program gets into, and I help work with the youth in this community, and that's what I want to do. But this is a little bit about my program here. I'm not savvy at this. Just give me a can, give me a kid, and I'll make miracles. That's what it really comes down to for me. But the wife is the one that does all this technology and all that good stuff. I'm just the face, the mouth. I'm just the one that's out in the streets to be able to change lives. That's my bottom line. So let me go through this. So that's me, founder of Art Not Drugs. It's going to be a year, January 1st, basically, that I just started this program. So I'm very proud of myself. 30 years sober. I'm a certified counselor. I'm also a gang prevention specialist, a youth mentor. I go in and out of juvenile halls, youth authorities, prisons, and I speak and I give life to people in there to be able to get out here and to find a purpose in their life. Whether it's art, whether it's doing something, I reach out to them, I meet them where they're at, and I bring them back to be able to be a productive person in society. That's my ultimate goal in life. I'm an art advocate, and how I created AND, which is an acronym, which is for Art Not Drugs, to give youth the hope and guidance and support I wish I had. A lot of times, we don't find that in people out there in the community, whether it's a counselor, a school teacher, stuff like that. You see them, you know, you catch a kid tagging on a book, you see him writing on a folder, right away, we think he's a bad kid, he's a vandal, let's punish him. So with that, be able to increase his art skill, to teach him a different method, a different type of art, and bring that into surface and be able to have him help me doing a remarkable mural. Instead of doing 40 hours of community service, instead of him paying a fine, instead of him going to juvenile hall, just giving him a purpose in life and finding the direction that he needs through somebody that's been there, done that, or through people like us that love him and care about them. Because we grew up in a society where put them in jail, and we don't need that. We have too many people in jail, and that's not the right way to go. Speaking for me being a juvenile in jail, that's just the beginning ground. Then I don't care, and I'm not scared to go to jail no more, and I continue doing it. That's not the right way. Inspired by my own journey, graffiti became an escape, then a positive outlet. 2 parents, both of them working all the time, me with idle time at home. You meet another person that likes art, you start doing art in the streets, you get in trouble. Then that's where, you know what, we need somebody to basically have a program that teaches them the right method and the right technology to be able to draw and do art. So that way they take pride in what they do. That's my ultimate goal and what I do. The murals all around the USA is to bring these youth and they take pride in that artwork. Nobody else will tag over it. And if they do tag over it, then basically they'll come back and the same person that did that mural will fix it. So they take pride in that because then they take their mom and dad that told them that you'll never amount to nothing, you'll always be a loser. You can finally take them there and say, look, Mom, I did make it. I am an artist. I do have a gift. So it's a beautiful thing, and parents start looking at that and saying, okay, let's support this kid. But don't do vandalism, and that's where I come in. And I teach them the whole different types of art. That is basically what can make you a living, can get you into schools, get you into art schools and stuff like that. And it also makes our city look beautiful. Saw youth in the community struggling with drugs, gangs, violence, and lack of positive guidance. Provide a safe space for where youth can express themselves through art. What I do is one of my 6-week courses that I have is the first time I get there, I meet them where they're at. They write their gang, tag, whatever. It's all open. They write their feelings, their emotions. They write what they're about. And then from there, we start drawing into it. And then at the end of it all, it becomes this whole different person becomes an artwork. Because when they first get there, they have all this anger, frustration, trust issues. They feel all this type of things that they basically are holding within that they don't express to no one because they're closed. And then I let them put that all on paper and do a canvas with it. By the 3rd or 4th week, I'm teaching them about drugs, not to do drugs, alcohol, gang prevention, all this and that. And by the 6th week, that becomes a beautiful mural. from the same lettering, the same writing, and the same styles, and their hate and anger and frustration, all of a sudden it becomes like a beautiful flower. Wow. At the end of it all. It's amazing. You know what I mean? It's amazing because you got to meet them where they're at. They come in angry. They got forced there. They got stuck there. They got put there. They don't want to be there. So you got to meet them where they're at. So how are you feeling today? Put that all on paper and then go from there. Let's do the second week, and then they start trusting you. They start tearing with you. They start talking to you. Because what it really comes down to is that they want somebody that'll listen to them and meet them where they're at. And I know from experience, and I'm pretty sure some of the people here that have learned this also in their life too. They had a mentor in their life. You had a fork in the road somewhere in your life that you could have gone that way, where all your friends were either dead, jail, or prison, or you said, somebody stepped in and said, you got to go this route because I see something in you. And I think that's what we need. We need that bridge. We need that bridge to let people, young kids know that they are somebody. They have a voice. They are people that have feelings, emotions, and are loved. But sometimes our parents just work so hard to give them a better life, and at the end of it all, they're calling me to fix their problems. So the problem is that if we have solution to it, to be able to reach them where they're at and guide them and be that mentor, to be able to put them in the positive route, then it's less crime out there, less addicts out there, less people out there that basically are defying and facing our properties. So it's bigger than what we think. But we have to meet them where they're at. So this was one mural that I did in Lake Elsinore. I invited over 35, 40 kids. And what happened is that they basically, I drew the little flowers, and all the kids in the community drew inside of it. So turn purpose and paint into purpose through art. We use art and creative mentoring to help youth, mentorship, drugs, gangs prevention, education, and positive community engagement. So on this one right here, what I did is I just drew the flowers, and then I handed out the paint to all the kids. There was 35, 40 kids there, and they were like, what do I do? Whatever you want. Just draw on it, and then at the end of it all, I just wrote with the black paint and just did the line work, and it's still to this day, it's still there. It's at a restaurant called Don Mary's. The guy offered it, told me, yeah, go ahead, do whatever you want. This is what I wanted to do for the community, and I did that. This is part of that also. I also have been doing the Lake Elsinore outlets, all the windows, getting people from the community, for the community, to paint on those windows. This is another project that I had on the bottom at the VCC building. I got all the taggers, the graffiti artists, little tag bangers, all involved in helping that out. Because I believe that this is their community. And if they don't clean it and fix it, then who am I to come in and do that for them? So we got to get them involved. And some of them, you know what, you get to them and they respect those walls. Because we don't have an outsider from another community coming in and doing stuff in this community. This is our community, and we need to take care of our community. That's the same mindset they have as gang members, tag bangers, or whatever. Why is somebody else being subcontracted from another community when we have these amazing artists that live here? So when you involve them, that wall won't ever get painted again. They'll pass by that wall and they'll treasure it. And they'll look at it and say, I did that, Mom. I did that, Dad. And have a sense of pride. All right. My vision is a community where youth choose creativity over the streets, a place where art replaces addiction and expression replaces violence. That's another, I got involved with other communities, resources out there. That was in the city of, the last one that's right there with the flowers. That's in Pasadena during the huge fires. Over 6 artists were given the opportunity to go out there. And what we did with that was amazing because we just drew the lines and the community all got involved and they colored in those colors right there. It was huge because it was those for the fires of Pasadena. That was this year. We just did it. That's a little girl just holding a sign, and that's another art fair that I had here in Lake Elsinore, Canyon, in the city of Riverside. And what we do, basically drug and alcohol prevention, education, gang awareness, intervention classes, art workshops, graffiti, canvas group murals, mentorship and support, and community beautification. So what I do, me as being already over 20 plus years as a drug and alcohol counselor, and also having all these certifications and these licensing that I have, I incorporate that with my art. So when I get these kids, I meet them where they're at. That's the first important thing. You meet them where they're at, and then you start working on them. And you start whispering to them, and you start talking to them while they're drawing and stuff like that. And it's a moment of just you and that person being as one, to be able to talk to them and them understand you and see that you care. Then from there, we go into basically, while they're doing the murals, and then the classes, I teach them on all kinds of drugs. You know, I have the education to be able to teach from alcohol, fentanyl, methamphetamine, cocaine, heroin. I teach those classes, and I've been educated in that. I have certifications and licensing. Then gang prevention doesn't just mean you're a gang member. Gang members are different forms of gangs. So I teach them on that too. Tagging is a form of a gang. Tag banging is another form of a gang. Street cliques, crews, posses, all that stuff is all part of that same circle. And to be able to like identify with them and ask them questions. Do you even know what this gang, where it started? You're willing to die for it, but do you even know where it came from? Oh, I don't know, it's just cool. You know, it's just talking to them, having a conversation to open their eyes, and then hopefully peering them off of drugs and alcohol. Then they see a clearer picture, they stop seeing foggy, and then hopefully they get to a point where they just, because it's impossible. We think as a community, we just yell at a little kid and say, stop gangbanging, but he still lives in the same street. So it's a process. It's a process. And you got to meet them and be able to help them grow out of it eventually. Community beautification is doing murals. So these are some of the murals that I've done out here. The Lake Elsinore one.
Fernando.
The Dia de los Muertos, I did that one. There's some kid activity right there. The Fernando Valenzuela mural right there. The Lake Elsinore one.
Can I say something?
Yes.
You have such credibility, and that's huge. I couldn't do what you do. I have no credibility, right? I think the fact that you have taken your life and what others may look at, Jesse, oh, he got in trouble. Oh, he drinks, right? And all these things in most people, they never recover from. What I admire about you is that you have taken every negative screwball that's been thrown at you or that you got yourself into, right? Because we've had conversations. And you have turned it into a beautiful positive in an area, I'll be honest with you, people don't want to go there. They don't want to work in that area. They don't want to work with the youth in that area. Like you said earlier, just walk on by.
Yeah.
I know we started talking about a year ago, and right when you began this nonprofit, and we were talking about we almost put him in touch with you because he had some questions about how to get it started, but you and your wife got this nonprofit started. And my question, how can people help you? And hey, I love you, bud. You spend your life uplifting others, right? People get put in a program, and you get to meet Jesse, and you have such patience with everyone. And I'll tell you what, you can't put what do they call it, the wool over your eyes, because you've seen it all.
Yeah.
I'm very, very proud of you.
Thank you.
How can we help?
I just want to work with our rescue. I just want to be able to save lives. This is hard. Nobody's ever told me, I'm proud of you. I didn't grow up without a dad. I didn't grow up with you.
We're proud of you.
Come here, big boy. I love you. Okay?
Yeah.
You mind taking the picture?
Right now. Like, give me a couple minutes to dry up.
Come on, let's go take a picture.
Nah, that's too much.
No, you're coming out. I apologize. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Alrighty, 3, 2, 1. Take a few.
Don't worry, we have
One more.
Go ahead, finish up.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, I didn't do
Got
it.
No.
It's all good. What you guys could do for me, all right, or any of us, is just take time to see people for who they are. You know, sometimes we just walk by. I was just in Miami, and this guy was laying on the floor, and he was asking me, please help me up, please help me up. I was at Art Basel doing a huge mural out there, and I was walking by, and thousands of people were walking past him. And the only person that walked up to him and picked him up besides me, that I picked him up, was this other person with a camera and a phone to look at him and video him. And when I stepped up to him, I reached down and I picked him up. Doesn't matter. We all have different walks of life. We all come from somewhere. But bottom line is we're all God's children, and we're all people, and we're humans. So a lot of times we just drive by and we don't look at what we could do. And I'm not saying give a guy $1, do this, do that. Just be the best person that you are. And by being the best person that you are is sometimes just taking the time to say hi to somebody that just might need a hi. Or just taking the time to basically just say good morning to someone. Or just doing what you guys are doing. You know, you guys are all doing amazing work for this community, and I just want to be the bridge. So if you have at-risk youth, if you have that little knucklehead kid that's getting in trouble, give me a call. Let me talk to him. Let me get him on a wall if he's a tagger. You know, let me do some fire hydrants out here. Let me do some electrical boxes out here. Let me give you guys back what you guys deserve. I've been wanting to do electrical boxes out here, and nobody said yes, not yet. That's one of my first projects I want to do. And not me, I want to get the community, these hidden artists that are all here, that used to draw one day, that have stopped drawing, pull them out to be able to paint these electrical boxes. And do one especially for the fire department, for our new police department, for the water district, stuff like that. It'll be amazing to get the community involved and take pride in this community from the inside, you know? So that's what I want to do. I want to basically go into schools and teach a class or talk to kids. I want to work with them. I want to get them out of whatever it is they have. Do stuff in your community. That's what you guys could do for me. City events, community murals. If you guys need a mural that says Canyon Lake, welcome to Canyon Lake, I could do that. It'll be badass. So, I think I'm going the wrong way. Okay. I'm going the wrong way? Okay. Yeah, I need the wife. It's like they say, behind every strong man is a stronger woman. All right, and these are far more, the impact that we have, just in this is some statistics that we have, just at the at-risk youth need, and the nonprofit programs that are out here in this community. There's very few and done, and the problem is, you know what, is that some places and programs, they're not doing it for the right reasons. And I don't want to talk bad about nobody. You know what I mean? But we need to get with the right people that have a passion and have this love for what we do. Because I have a saying that if you don't, you know, you got to love what you do, you get paid for what you love. And if you're not doing it for that reason, then you shouldn't be in this field. So that's that. And then this is the closing. Art saved my life. Now it's helping me save others.
Love it. Well done.
Any questions? Any comments?
Comments, just amazing. Thank you very much. I gotta appreciate what you do.
Thank you.
Keep it up.
Most definitely, I will.
I know we have kids. They just might come with an e-bike, so just be prepared for that.
It's all right.
Yeah.
They come on jet skis.
Yep, good. I like that. See, that's what I'm talking about. Every community has them, so
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Thank you guys for your work in this community too.
We should give him another round of applause.
Yes. Proud of you, bud.
Thank
It's
you.
only year one.
Congratulations on your first year. And if there was a second year, you'd be that guy.
Yeah. Thank you, Jesse.
You're
Love
welcome.
you.
Good job, Jesse.
All right. Budget presentation. City Manager Aaron Brown to provide a presentation.
Thank you very much, Mayor Pro Tem, and Council. I'm very excited to share some great news. For the first time in our city's history, and on our very first try, the Canyon Lake finance team has been awarded the Government Finance Officers Association Distinguished Budget Presentation Award. I'm extremely, Brianna, you can see in the back, is very shocked. We made sure we didn't tell her because she really put the horsepower into putting all this together, learning what the expectations were and making sure that we met it. She really killed it on this. This really is a big deal. So the GFOA sets a very high bar for clarity, transparency, and professionalism in local government budgeting. And again, as the mayor and I talk about, only dingers in Canyon Lake.
Dinger. Dinger alert.
So why does this award matter? Because GFOA is the national standard setter for public sector budgeting across the U.S. and their award isn't just a plaque. It signals that our budget meets best practices recognized across North America. It tells our residents, partner agencies, and even credit rating bodies that Canyon Lake is committed to transparency, strong financial planning, and responsible stewardship of public funds. Out of roughly 40,000 eligible entities, only about 1,900 have received this award. And we did it on our first try. So proud of it. To earn this award, the city's budget must rate proficient across 4 major categories as a policy document, a financial plan, an operations guide, and a communications tool, and meet 14 mandatory elements within those categories. That means the document needs clear financial policies, thoughtful long-term outlooks, personnel and program budget details, departmental goals and performance measures, easy to understand summaries, a user-friendly layout, and more, all crafted for transparency and clarity. When people ask me a question, the vast majority of those answers are found in our budget. A city's municipal budget is a transparent document by which we live and die. We spend based on what is allocated by council. We provide the numbers for which council to allocate based on forecasts. And each year we come in right where we're supposed to, where we're forecasted, or some years we're fortunate enough to come in a little under what we expected. A huge congratulations to our finance staff for their hard work, long hours, attention to detail. It turns out when you aim high, sometimes you actually win shiny awards. So thank you to the team.
Wow.
Any questions?
Great job.
How you feeling, Brianna? Did you have any idea?
No. I'm very happy though. That was a lot of my time. And everybody else's. Everybody at finance, Cheryl, Kayla, Wendy, they were all.
I'm really excited. Our city clerk, Cheryl Clerk, she's very proud of you, very proud of the entire team. This was actually a secret I got to keep for a while.
2 months.
2 months. So I was told not to tell anyone, Jeremy.
You'd never make it in Congress.
Yeah, maybe that's why I'm not going. All right. City Clerk, are there any public comments on consent calendar or non-agenda items?
We have one public comment tonight, Donna Ritchie.
Good evening. I am a mud speaker, so I'm going to read what I wrote. I want to take a moment to thank Mayor Terry for his dedication as mayor for the past year. He is a visible and engaged representative of Canyon Lake. I attend many, many community events throughout the year, and I would see Mayor Terry at nearly all of them. Whether it was morning, afternoon, or an evening event, he would be there, ready to lend a hand, offer encouragement, or show support for the organizations and clubs hosting the event. He shows up for his community. He has also been a strong advocate for Canyon Lake businesses, consistently championing for their success. I'd like to especially thank him for his transparency and for always making himself available. Mayor Terry's accessibility, openness, and commitment have truly made a difference. Well done, Mayor Terry. And on a final note, I would like to thank Mrs. Terry for sharing you and all the hours that you put in the community and not at home.
Any other public comments?
Mayor, we have no additional speakers.
If any council member would like consent calendar item pulled,
I would.
okay.
I'd like to pull items 7 and 8, please.
I'll make a motion, Mr. Mayor. We move forward with the balance of the consent calendar with pulling items 7 and 8.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Item number 7, acceptance of a notice of completion for the Canyon Lake Police Department construction project.
Mayor, if I may, can I get a vote on the?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Madam Clerk, can we have a roll call vote?
Mayor Pro Tem Castillo?
Aye.
Councilmember Smith?
Aye.
Councilmember Stieber?
Aye.
Councilmember Welty?
Aye.
Mayor Terry?
Aye.
Motion passes.
I would like to ask our city manager if he can elaborate for the community on item 7. I know we did hear a little bit about it from our police chief, and also what the difference is on item 8 between CalPERS and CalPARS and why it's important to Canyon Lake.
Absolutely, Mayor Pro Tem, thank you. Mayor Pro Tem and Council, it is an absolute honor to give the presentation on item 7 to talk about our police station. The station is complete. As you heard from our police chief just a little bit ago, there are some very minor details that are left. It came down to, as usual, there were a couple of parts that weren't available. And so we've got a station that is fully functional right now. The badging, the access to be able to go in and out automatically, and the cameras are the last thing to go. But the station is complete, the furniture is in place. If we had post-approval, DOJ approval, and some people, you would have a police department tomorrow.
Wow.
It is, as the chief said, we're planning to do, once everything is done, we've got it where it needs to be, a soft opening so that everybody can come and see it. But in terms of functionality, in terms of completion with our contractor, everything is done from the GC. We are closing out the project, requesting council to approve that so that we can then record it with the county.
Okay. And then as to item 8.
Item 8 is what makes us the hottest person at the dance. We are PARS and not PERS, which attracts individuals in terms of PERS retired annuitants. They're able to, as the chief, retire from PERS and come and work for us with absolutely no penalty. Now, you can have individuals that have not worked in PERS before, that's irrelevant, but an individual that has worked in a PERS environment does not have the 960 hour requirement where you can only work 960 hours before you've got to go home and can't work again until the next year. That is irrelevant because they are separate. PARS for us is less expensive than what a PERS employee is because it is a one-time payment. When you have, as a municipality, a PERS employee, you, what frankly they say, you own that debt for life because you're paying for that individual, and then your fraction could be 3 years, it could be 40 years of what they're working in that PERS contract. You will pay into PERS for that. When you're dealing with a PARS individual, you pay within that paycheck, your commitment is done. So your total cost is always going to be much lower. When the city incorporated in 1990 and created the PERS contract, they agreed that public safety for the city shall never be PERS. So it's not even something where we would look at, what if we could switch to PERS or the other way? It's already done, it's already decided, and so we have that advantage. The other thing is, in the state of California, if you do not have a retirement system like PERS or PARS, you're required to pay into something like an OBRA or Social Security. So for much of our part-time employees, we pay into OBRA. For the non-public safety side, they are PERS, but on public safety, it is PARS. And so that's why you have that vast difference between those types of organizations.
Thank you.
And this item specifically was requested by PARS. They wanted to add to the resolution so that we are specifically adding the police department and not making the assumption or referencing public safety, but it will define it as both the police department and the fire department.
Councilmember Smith?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I want to apologize to my colleagues because the city attorney and I had to go downstairs and make sure that the police station was actually there and actually determine that the construction was done, because those of you that know government, those of you that do not, it takes forever to do things, and it is incredible what has been done with not just the chief, but our city manager. I mean, 2 construction projects. You've been here 15 months, 16 months. You've done the chamber. Downstairs, we have a full-blown police department ready to go. And I had a bet on him that it wasn't done, so we went down there and checked it out, and of course it was. I'm just excited.
I don't want to brag or interrupt you, sir, but it is 3 construction
okay.
projects.
There we go. Keeping us accountable once again. So, and all of us up here, we're policymakers. That's what our job is as council members. It's the staff that implements it, and it's incredible to see our team, look at, as the mayor says, dingers, and we keep hitting them out. And I just want to say kudos to you and the team. This is so impressive, and thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Castillo, for pulling these 2 items. One, for clarification on how our retirement system works, but also the fact that we got a police department construction project completed, and that's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. I want you to make the motion.
I would like to make the motion to approve items 7 and 8 on the consent calendar.
I'll second it.
Madam Clerk, can we get a roll call vote?
So for clarification, this is for items 7 and 8.
Correct.
Councilmember Castillo?
Aye.
Councilmember Smith?
Aye.
Councilmember Stieber?
Aye.
Councilmember Welty?
Aye.
Mayor Terry?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you.
All right, on to public hearing. Time is 7:53. Consideration of a conditional use permit for the establishment of body art business in the C1 General Commercial Zone located in the Eastport Market Shopping Center, located at 24370 Canyon Lake Drive, Suite Unit 9. It is now 7:53, and we have a presentation from our city manager.
Your city manager that did not have it open yet. Sorry about that, Mayor. Mayor Pro Tem and Council. This is a request for the establishment of a body art business. As we discussed in, I believe it was 2 months ago, the state of California no longer classifies a tattoo parlor or calls them a tattoo parlor. It is body art. There is, thank you, the umbrella listing of body art, place of operation defined in the California Health and Safety Code 119-301. The county health department requirements are all in place. There is nothing that the city staff has in opposition to this. We would certainly recommend this application to move forward. I do not know if the applicant is, I'm guessing by the standing, the applicant is here. If there are any questions of the applicant.
We have any questions? Is there any public testimony?
Mayor, there is not.
No rebuttals, I take it?
If so, shut up.
It is now, excuse me, 7:55, and this hearing is now closed. Are there any further discussions or questions from City Council? I need a motion and a second.
Happy to do it. I'll make the motion.
Madam Clerk, can we get a roll call vote?
Mayor Pro Tem Castillo?
Aye.
Councilmember Smith?
Aye.
Councilmember Stieber?
Aye.
Councilmember Welty?
Aye.
Mayor Terry?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Business item number 7, City Council reorganization and selection of mayor and mayor pro tem. And if I may, make a motion that our mayor be Casey Castillo and our mayor pro tem, Councilmember Smith.
Thank you.
I would need a,
But before you say that, I would like to say that I appreciate that vote of confidence from you. And the reason why is because my kids think you're the GOAT. And those are very big shoes to fill. But I also think that for me, I'm good in a leadership capacity as a mayor pro tem. And so I would like to modify your motion and ask that the mayor be Jeremy Smith, and I would be honored to serve as your mayor pro tem.
do we have a motion? You did motion.
I did motion. Adjusted your motion.
I'll make a second.
So we have a motion for Councilmember Smith to serve as mayor and Councilmember Castillo to serve as mayor pro tem. We'll take a roll call vote. Mayor pro tem Castillo?
Aye.
Councilmember Smith?
Aye.
Councilmember Stieber?
Aye.
Councilmember Welty?
Aye.
Mayor Terry?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Congratulations. Give me a hug. Mayor? Congratulations.
All right. I guess we keep rocking and rolling. Madam Clerk?
We do.
Well, now let's do the fun part. Let's do the part that I know that we all want to do up here, which is the presentation for our outgoing mayor, Mark Terry. We've heard of a lot tonight from others, but now it's time to hear from our city manager. He's going to say some words about our outgoing mayor, Mark.
Your city manager is going to try to keep it together. Whew. If anybody's ever read the book Good to Great, one of Jim Collins' sayings that lives with me forever is good is the enemy of great. And what a great mayor. Truly. The amount of passion, my goodness. There'd be times the mayor would call me at 6:30 in the morning, and I'm not a morning person. And when he would call, it was not like, "Hey, Aaron," it was, "Hey, Aaron, how you doing?" And I'm like, "Sir, we can't have this conversation yet." Like, I'm not there. I'm 4 minutes out of the shower. I'm contemplating, what I'm going to have for breakfast, what animal will be on the plate this morning, and the mayor just wakes up ready to go. I talk about Jim Collins because that's what I think of with you, Mayor, is good is just not in your nature. You're striving for great. You are a consummate coach, trying to get great out of each one of us. On the staff side, you make us better. When I first got here, I believe she's over there. A Councilmember Dane used to ask the questions where I'm like, oh man, I didn't think of that. Let me get prepared. And so I started learning how to do that. And then you just increased in your everythingness when you came in as the mayor, and it made me do the same, and it made me think, how's the mayor going to look at this? What's going to go on with that? What are his thoughts going to be? And you became part mayor, part, I don't know, therapy giver, because there were times that I'm talking to you and trying to stay off of the ledge, and there were times that you'd join me on the ledge and we would just contemplate, the craziness, and it made it so fun. And I think I speak for all of our staff, where we really were fortunate to get to be on that ride because you were driving, and we sometimes knew where we were going and sometimes we didn't, and nobody cared because we knew wherever you were taking us, it was the right place. So thank you for everything you did personally for me. Thank you for the hours of contemplation. There's no way anyone could understand without being a part of that. Somebody that is around you all the time, like maybe Karen Terry over there, who knows you live for this city. The conversations we had were always about, but how could we make it better? What could we do for the residents of this city? What could we do for the businesses of this city? That was what your mantra, it was what drove you, and it made it so great to be a part of that, because we got to really be a part of that change, and we got to see you as a mayor lead the organization in terms of relationships with your peers, relationships with the regions, relationships with people. Before you got on some of those councils or the regional boards, I don't think you even knew them. I know those people are calling you for advice now because that's who you are. So again, as the city manager that has been fortunate to be a part of this on the ride for this year, for the staff that all think the same thing, thank you for who you are and what you've done over this last 12 months. We've got a couple of little gifts for you. I was a little, it's funny, we got the Grinch here. I was a little bit of the Grinch with, as the ideas would come up, I felt like I was kind of sitting there going, nope, not that, nope. The most fitting gift is in this box, and I am very happy to present it to you for the year that we spent building over the last 12 months. I'm really excited for you to display this, and thank you again, man.
I love you.
Great job.
Thank you.
We're all dying to see it now.
I'm afraid to touch it. Just grab it.
Nice. All the construction that was done under his term. I love that.
Man, it's beautiful.
Well
Thank you.
done. That's cool. Well done.
Beautiful. Great job. Thank you.
It's proof of how amazing the staff is too, because when you say, no, I don't want I want this thing for the mayor, and they're like, okay, they nailed it. It's perfect.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So for the audience, we're going to say some nice things about Terry, as you can tell. We have a couple visitors from some agencies that's going to do the same, and then we're going to take about a 10-minute recess because we want to take some photos with Mark, so that's going to kind of how it's going to go. our Madam Clerk, she's extremely intelligent because in the script that she's prepared for me, she's not allowed the city attorney to say anything nice about the mayor because she knows it would cost us legal bills. So we're gonna take it over to our Mayor Pro Tem Castillo and let her kick us off on the council portion of good things about our outgoing Mayor Mark.
I have to read this and not look at you or I will cry. Probably gonna cry anyways. It is an honor to celebrate you who has led our city with strength, humility, and heart. If you know Mark Terry, you know he loves God, his wife and family, his friends, golf, baseball, and Jocko Willink.
Yes. Good.
He finds motivation and encouragement in the Jocko mentality and would often share those motivations with me. Jocko once said, "Leadership requires belief in the mission and unyielding perseverance to achieve victory." Mayor Terry has lived that every single day of his service. His mission was never about politics. It was about people, about community, and about making a difference. From the start of his time in his office, he's shown what Jocko calls extreme ownership. When challenges came, he didn't pass the buck. He took responsibility and got to work. Jocko says, "Just do your job." Mayor Terry never lost sight of that, and that's how real leaders lead. He's been our voice and our symbol of love for your neighbors. He supported city staff. He made Canyon Lake better. He just did his job. Under your guidance, we've seen great things happen, from starting a police department to revitalizing our economic development to strengthening our regional and local partnerships, but it's the personal touches that really define you. The turkey drive, something that you turned into one of our city's proudest traditions. Because of your leadership and encouragement, participation skyrocketed and countless families now enjoy a warm meal every Thanksgiving. And who could forget your social media videos? Funny, smart, and always informative. They made us laugh, kept us connected, and reminded us that leadership doesn't always have to be serious to be effective. Then we talked about coffee. Those mornings that you sat down with Director Burke and our residents, listened to concerns, answered questions, and you built trust over a simple cup of coffee. That kind of accessibility and genuine care is something that every community hopes for in a leader. Your passion was empowering and lifting up our small businesses, supporting them through action, presence, and a commitment to their success. And when you see our businesses shouting you out on social media, tagging you, you know it's out of their love and gratitude for your encouragement and support. And as Jocko says, discipline equals freedom, and that's been your hallmark. Your consistency, fairness, and focus has given this city the freedom to grow stronger and dream bigger. You've led with humor, humility, and without ego. And as Jocko reminds us, ego clouds and disrupts everything. You kept your focus clear, always on the people that you served. And I think it's fair to say that in your time as mayor, we can adequately sum it up with baseballisms. It's been a home run for this city. Actually, it's been a dinger. Every challenge pitched your way, you've stepped up, kept your eye on the ball, and sent it sailing. Thank you for your leadership, your laughter, and your heart. You've hit it out of the park. You've left it all on the field for our community, and we're better for it. Thank you.
Love it. Thank you.
Councilmember Stever?
Well, how does it feel to be a recovering mayor? We had a great conversation earlier today, so I don't want to, take away from that already. I do want to say thank you. Taking some of my advice and seeing how you crafted it in this last year. I think one of the biggest things that I take away from that is kind of how zealous you've gotten over these nonprofit highlights. I told you right away when I came to you the day after I was sworn in a year ago, I'm not waiting until I sit in that middle seat. I think you would be great to launch that program, and you did a successful job. And I think every foundation, and even the one here you brought tonight, has been an example not only for where our community needs support, but where our community also supports as well. As I told you earlier, you set the bar high. You know, I'm newly in 1 year on the elected side. As Jeremy said, we're here policymakers, but for the last decade of my life, I've got to be around politicians, and there's not too many like you that kind of jumped in and picked things up, and you really do look professional at this. And you've been professional the entire time, so you really set the bar high. Jeremy, don't mess up, because we expect what we just gotten this last year, so thank you again.
Thank you. Means a lot, John.
Absolutely. Mr. Welty?
I just want to say it's really Coach Terry. I don't care what field of business you're in. I don't care what you do. If Mark comes in your life, you're going to do it better, because he's going to find that magic in you. He's going to bring it out of you, and he's going to make you feel good at yourself, and you're going to be the best you can be. And when a guy comes in your life that does that, it's just an amazing experience. And I sit back and kind of go, how can I be more like Mark? Because he's so inspiring. And I just have to thank you for what you've taught me and what you've led. Amazing.
Hello.
So, yeah, if you feel like you need some inspiration and you see him on a street corner or you see him at a park, go up and say hi to Mark and tell him what you do. And by the time you're done talking for that 5 minutes, you'll feel you're going to go away as a superstar in whatever field, whatever thing you're trying to obtain. He is just that gifted. So, thank you.
Thank you.
This is tough, buddy. You're not going anywhere. You're stuck with us.
I'm still here for
So
3 years.
I'm going to
by
try
the
to
way.
be real. 8 a.m. So if you know Mark, you know he's a family guy. That's number one. And I get the honor, I'm very grateful, I get to take my kids to school every morning. And so it's always a rush, as most parents out there know. It's chaos. And Mark always does this either the night before or leading into it. He goes, we good for that 8 a.m. call? Because he knows I'm free. He knows I'm driving into work. And we start the day, and we rock and roll, and we start talking policy and what we're doing for the city. And the passion that you've always had throughout, I learned so much from you about coaching, about mentorship, about giving more and more to the city. It's incredible what one man can do for an entire body, and the leadership that, and what's funny is you're so humble because you don't think any of this about yourself. You don't think any of these comments that we're making are real. You're like, no, I did a bad job and this wasn't good. And we're like, Mark, stop. You're phenomenal. You've done such a great job. You've stepped up to this position. And Councilmember Stever's right. I have immense shoes to fill. And that's not the point. The point is that you're still going to be there every step of the way. And the point is that you're a leader through and through. You always take people's calls, no matter what. And you find a way to do the right thing. So I'm honored to be able to serve next to you. I'm honored to be able to try to fill some shoes. And more importantly, thank you for being a friend and a colleague. And thank you for putting Canyon Lake first as mayor of the city. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
The last thing I want to say is we've kind of talked a little bit about how incredible of a year it's been. There's been so many items that not has happened just at City Hall, but a lot of us can remember of things that happen in the world too. One of them that's near and dear to my heart is the death of Charlie Kirk. And I'll never forget, and this isn't politics, so you can yell at me later, but this isn't about being a Republican or a Democrat, but this man here, on a last whim, there was people in our community that wanted to do something. And as great as an opportunity that was to be there for your community, you showed up every step of the way when the community is called to do something for Veterans Day, to do something for September 11th, to do something for Christmas, all the holidays, you show up. And the big one that everyone can relate to, how many turkeys we got this year, Mr. Former Mayor?
377.
From when?
From 123. Our goal was 124. And we raised 377 turkeys for 377 families.
Because of you, absolutely. Because of the challenge that he did to us on this dais, challenging all of us to put in 250, 275, My wife got criticized at Costco as she's pushing the cart with 12 or 15 turkeys, saying, "Wow, aren't you lucky for Thanksgiving?" And she had to say, "No, it's the mayor of Canyon Lake who challenged us to give turkeys to the community, and I appreciate you letting me have that story in my family, and it's because of your heart, my friend." All right, now we're going to move on to our clerk. She has some announcements for outgoing agencies that want to present something to Mark.
And Mayor, before we move on with that, we have a brief video that we would like
Yes.
to show that highlights some
This
of
is embarrassing.
your best moments.
Officially gotten a little crazy.
This is good. Oh, yes. Director Burke, I love it. Technical difficulties is what they're both asking for right now. There we go. It's just not embedded. That would be good.
I think we're good.
All right, let's let them play with that. Let's do regionals while they're working on that.
Let's move on.
And we have to play that tonight, so please make it work.
We have a few presentations on behalf of our elected officials. So with us tonight, we
Meet with them.
Oh, I hear audio.
I'm back.
maybe.
Keep going.
Actually, they've been here all night. It's been a long night for them. Can we swap
can.
that?
From the office of Senator Kelly Sardo, we have Angelica Austin.
Very cool.
I should know with my age. Good evening, Council. I'm here, Angelica Austin, on behalf of State Senator Sardo to present you a certificate commemorating your first year and this extremely meaningful year you have had as mayor. You'll have to excuse my stuttering. Wow, it's just been an amazing year for you. And to be able to see somebody who, A, stepped up to the plate, and B, has had an immense amount of compassion for each and every one of your fellow Canyon Lakers and the community even past the gates. I'm in awe of the feats that you've achieved this year. And I say this personally that, like, I can't help but to admire you. So congratulations, and thank you so, so much.
Sorry about that.
From the office of Assemblymember Natasha Johnson, we have Casey Deaver.
Well, hello now, former Mayor Terry. As mentioned, my name is Casey Deaver, and I'm here on behalf of Assemblywoman Johnson. First of all, thank you for sending the memo for the blue suit. I appreciate that. It looks good. But thank you for your effort. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your dedication to this, to your amazing city. The only ways that I can describe you as enthusiastic. Everything that you do for the city is with full enthusiasm and fun, but you're always focused on the next goal and making the city better. And you can see that by the 3 construction projects and the many things that have happened. So I think it's very important. So on behalf of the Assemblywoman, thank you for taking the time to meet with us earlier this year. And congratulations on this fantastic year.
Right on. Thank you.
From the office of Supervisor Karen Spiegel, we have Rebecca Anderson.
Good evening. I'm a short person. I just want to say my name is Rebecca Anderson with Supervisor Spiegel's team, and honestly, former mayor, I just want to say thank you. As my first year in the political world, you were really inviting. You let us come to anything possible we wanted to, and you were always smiling, there on time, most time early. And so it was really nice to really get to know somebody like you in the political world and see that there are real big hearts. More than Karen. No, I can't, sorry, but she's really big-hearted. So it's hard to go against, but really welcoming, and we really do appreciate it, and thank you again. And congratulations for all the work you've done.
Have a good night. Sorry about that.
We have Dr. Lewis here from Lake Elsinore Unified School District.
I'm not Dr. Lewis, but we're filling in for him. I'm Heidi Dodd. I'm the president of the governing board. And my partner in crime here tonight is our assistant superintendent, Jim Ujevich, our assistant superintendent of facilities and operations. Nice. And it is our honor to be here tonight to present a little certificate to you on behalf of the rest of our governing board and Dr. Ryan Lewis. So, our certificate says, on behalf of the Lake Elsinore Unified School District, we thank you for your leadership as mayor of the city of Canyon Lake and for your dedication as an educational partner. Your support has strengthened our schools and contributed to the success of our students. And I want to say personally how impressive it is. I absolutely love that, obviously, that you are honoring our students here at your meetings. That's really special. And I've seen you at many, many school district events, so thank you for making that a priority. And I absolutely love that during your State of the City address, what was that, Late Night in Paradise? Was that what it is called?
Good memory.
How you gave our superintendent the opportunity to share a little bit about the great things happening in our schools, and we really appreciate that. So thank you.
School district on the planet.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
I mean that. I love everything you guys do. I really do. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out.
From the Canyon Lake Firefighters Association, we have Chico.
Chico.
Good evening, Mayor. I didn't get the memo, or else I'd wear my suit too. So next year I'll be wearing my suit.
I want to see you in that.
All right. Good evening, Mayor, former Mayor, council members, City Clerk, City Attorney, and Mr. Brown. How are you, City Manager? And everybody in the audience. I'm here, Chico Sanchez, on behalf of the Canyon Lake Firefighters Association to present you with this recognition, a certificate of appreciation for what you do for us. Examples, whenever we have an event out there, you're always, man, how you guys doing? What do you guys need? You're always just giving us love, and it's just good. It's just good. You make us feel good, and we know you have our back. So anyway, that's why we're here to present you with this C of A, Certificate of Appreciation.
Nice.
You guys all come up there. Thank you.
I just don't get tired of winning.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm like trying to tie it. You know, like I'm feeling America.
We good?
No, we're not done yet. Okay, inspirational video.
Yes. Is that go time?
Go time.
Go time. Let's do the video.
We need to meet with them, ask questions, and learn a lot about who is really hot. Damn it.
Hey, Canyon Lakers, Jeremy Smith, your council member, and I'm here with your mayor, Mr. Mark Terry. Sorry, let me do
Last week, we heard so many concerns, so many That's why last night at our city. Happy Memorial Day, Candy Lake, and it's. So what are we looking for? I did some shopping today. We got. Get all the way here. I like it. Our little friends of the valley. They're looking.
Opportunity to give back to your community. You know we love giving back.
We do. We love it a lot. Horribly a lot.
A lot.
So much. We love it. We love it.
So much.
We love it so much.
So much.
So good. Can we? That's so good. I so needed that. Can we start every meeting with that? Oh, well done.
Is that shared on social media yet or not?
It needs to be.
Mayor?
Oh, man. So with that, outgoing Mayor Terry, it's time to you to wrap us up, man.
Totally unnecessary. Much longer than it needed to be. There's really only one way. It's been a long night, and I apologize, and I'm not trying to be self-indulgent. My wife and I have called Canyon Lake home for 23 years. 25.
Thank God she's there.
And there is absolutely no other place that I want to live. We raised our children here. Our grandchildren just adore Canyon Lake. My grandson Triton and Opie, I'm pretty sure they think our home is their home. And we're just so very, very blessed. I'm going to kind of start from the outside in. I mentioned earlier, Darcy Burke, you're such a mentor. And I mean that. Sometimes you don't need to hear what you what you want to hear. Sometimes you need to hear what you need to hear. And I have, it's been an honor to do the coffees, to get to meet our residents. And I was telling City Manager Brown earlier today, if there's one thing I'm most proud of, it's those conversations and the fact that we have active residents looking forward to attending those meetings. And sometimes I think they're more in control of the meeting than we are. And I think that's a really good thing. So thank you so very, very much. Chief Roberts, on behalf of you, Chief Latendresse, Mindy Latendresse, I just want to thank you for everything that you do, all the support that you have provided me. And Chief Rails, they're the reason I have all the confidence that we're going to have a very successful police department. And what is great about our fire department and what is going to be great about our police department, and I thought Chief might be here today. He and I are kind of similar. We tend to wear our hearts on our sleeves.
True.
But you guys truly care. You know, I've had conversations with your firefighters, how they know people's names, they know where they're going, and I think eventually with our police department, our residents are just going to have the best public safety that we could possibly provide them, and that's because of you guys, that's because of your leadership, and Chief, I can't wait to be here a year from now, and seeing just how great your department is already successful. It's going to be very, very successful. I'm so excited for our residents. Cheryl Garcia. Sorry. Cheryl Garcia is someone that you could call at 4:45 in the morning, and she's all bright and chippy. But I really do appreciate the time that you have spent with me before meetings. More importantly, I think Cheryl and I really enjoy talking about staff and just how appreciative all of us should be for our staff. They work so very hard. They deserve everything that they earn. The hours they put in, I remember Councilmember Smith and I came in on a Friday, and here comes Madeline on her day off to shoot a video. And our staff does all of that without hesitation. For the exception of Josh, everyone here has been a mayor. They treat us way better than we deserve to be treated. And I want to let you know that has not gone unnoticed, and I'm very appreciative. And our residents are so fortunate that you guys are in the positions that you are. I mean, you're not only doing your job, but you're also going to school. You're trying to better yourself. And as Cheryl says, the whole idea is to uplift our staff. But that's kind of a two-way street, because sometimes people don't want to be uplifted. And I'm so very thankful for all the hard work that you do, and I think our residents should be very appreciative. I actually chose this seat. Our city attorney, Stephen Graham, is somebody who I admire greatly. Without going into any specifics, because it's all under possible litigation, you're tremendous at your job. I have seen you, if you can, we had a resolution, and off the cuff, you rearranged it to where it was correct, or to where it better served the wants and the needs of the council. It is, I'm going to say this a lot, but you are truly talented, and it's an honor to have served with you.
Thank you.
Councilman Stieber, this is your first year. We've had conversations throughout the year. I know in a very short period of time, I hope that you get the same feeling that I do working with this council. We have opportunities to do extraordinary things. People sitting up here started a fire department when they said you couldn't start a fire department. They said you're crazy if you're going to start a police department, and here we do. We have our chief. I look forward to the next 3 years serving with you and just taking this to a whole nother level. And I appreciate all the hard work that you did this year. Thank you very much. To my good friend, Councilmember Welty, I love you. On a regional basis, I cannot think of anyone more talented. I think it was last month, and I'm not making fun of it, but you've made me look at palm trees in a whole new different light. They don't provide shade. He's right. And I just love when you speak and do your comments. Your heart is so much with this community. You love this community. And that's what I love about you. You have a beautiful family, beautiful wife, and I can tell you that personally, he cares so much about his family, and I admire that about you. Mayor Smith. What people don't know about Mayor Smith is he is 71 years old.
A lot of plastic surgery.
He will readily tell you he has an old soul. From the moment that I got appointed, you gave me a fantastic opportunity to ask questions. You made it a point to, as you do with everyone, include, educate. And I'm really appreciative of that. And you put way too many words into that text. It's just 8 a.m. You are a fantastic leader. What our residents, I don't think, understand is that not every council has somebody who is an expert in policy, who goes to the county of Riverside every day, serves as the chief of staff of our county controller, Ben Benoit. And so we have that luxury, Canyon Lake, of having a council member who is actually in the county of Riverside, who speaks to Karen Spiegel almost on a daily basis. And we are so blessed that we have that resource. A lot of where we're at today doesn't happen without that expertise. And you talk about working at lightning speed. The one thing I always hated about government is how slow it worked. And man, there were times I had to ask you to please slow down. I don't think this is possible, but it is. And I appreciate our friendship. And again, our residents are so fortunate to have your expertise. Mayor Pro Tem Casey Castillo. You are so talented. They call her the Bulldog. But she has the largest heart of anyone I know. And I think your entire family is that way. I so appreciate your friendship, but I also appreciate the fact that you're willing to go out there and you're actually, you get crazy on social media and all of a sudden you see that name, Casey Castillo, pop up. That could be a pretty scary moment for a lot of people. But you're honest. You make people feel important. You do it in a way that allows people access and transparency. You're a hell of an attorney, and you are, without a doubt, one of the things that I really enjoy about coming to City Council. Okay? And before I get to my wife, I'm trying to think. I think that's it. Oh, city manager.
The irony.
I'm so apologetic to everyone at home that's having to sit through this, but for 3 years, we developed a vision. For 3 years, we had the motivation. And this council does big things. You could sit on a city council for another 50 years and you're never going to start a police department. You're never going to start a fire department. You're not going to build a DIAS. You're not going to build a police department. We've had public safety vision, economic development visions, and until you came on board with your expertise, you made those things happen. And everything that we do, and I don't know if people truly appreciate this, is not for us. It's for our residents. And on behalf of our residents, I would like to say thank you. My beautiful wife.
If you don't mention William and Zachary, your daughter's going to murder you.
I'm getting to them. My beautiful wife. You are the light of my life. You have afforded me this opportunity, and I know it's not easy. You are a terrific mother. You are Nana. And I am so proud of the work that you have done, but I'm also so proud of our children. Rachel and Blake and their significant others, Chris and Johanna. Without all of you, I wouldn't be here today. Fact. You provided me the courage to step forward. And I love you with all of my heart. And with that being said, good night, William. Good night, Zachary. Good night, Triton. And good night, Opie. It's real easy to do this job and not lie, not be dishonest. There's no need for that. At the end of the day, it comes down to really one thing, and that is voting in the good conscience of your residents. The ones that love you, the ones that like you, and the ones that hate you. It doesn't change for any one of those groups. It's for the betterment of our residents and for the betterment of Canyon Lake. It has been an honor, and it has been a privilege, and thank you very much.
Wow. You know, before we just take a 10-minute break to take some photos, I just, some of us are here. There's only a few of us left tonight, but there's some people watching online. And when you sign up for this job, Mark, you think that this is just going to be one council meeting a month.
That's how it starts.
And then the passion kicks in. But you hit a chord tonight for me, and I want to share this with you, Mark. Tonight I missed my girls' Christmas performance to be here, and I'm hearing all the sacrifices that our spouses make and what your wife has done this last year. And I just want to say, and I hope we can all just give her a round of applause for all the sacrifice that she's given. There's been so many times where I've called this man and he's having dinner with his wife and he interrupts it, and I find out afterwards and I get very upset. But that's the type of man this is. And I want to ask you this next year, do not let this job interrupt the amazing time that you get with your wife. With that, we're going to take a 10-minute recess. we're going to rock and roll. We got a couple more items that the clerk wants us to get through. So we're back. Everyone good to go? All right, here we go. We have remaining on the agenda items 11 and items 12. First one is the appointment of council members to city committees for 2026. Before we begin, Madam Clerk, are there any public comments on actually both of these items?
Mayor, there are not.
Okay, if there's no one here. If there's any opposition with the city clerk, or sorry, with the city attorney, I would like to take both these items up as one. My recommendation that we would move forward with status quo, meaning that we adopt the existing calendar that we have in place for both of these items from 2025. We carried over to 2026. If there's no objection.
No, you can take both items at the same time if you'd like.
Okay, so I would make the motion that we just keep things as is. I think it's pretty clear tonight after what took place with this council and the hard work that's being done that I think we keep things as is. So that's my motion. If there's no comments, any second?
Second.
Any other comments?
And Mayor, if you don't mind, we're taking staff's recommendation to adopt the resolution for item 11, correct?
Yes, we are.
Finance and planning.
Finance and planning, yep.
Become an ad hoc.
Absolutely.
Got it. Okay, we'll do a roll call vote, please. Mayor Pro Tem.
You want to take them up individually and go 11 first and then 12, or you want to take them both up at once?
I'm doing both at once. If
That sounds
you're
good.
with that.
That's my motion. And I think that's like,
Castillo? Aye. Councilmember Stieber?
Aye.
Councilmember Terry?
Aye.
Councilmember Welty?
Aye.
Mayor Smith?
aye.
Motion passes.
All right, moving on, we have city council and committee reports. Tonight's been a long night, so I'm going to start off with Mr. Chair. You got anything?
I've said it all. I've left it all on the field.
Love it. Councilmember Welty?
I think I said it all too. It's been a great night. We reflect back on the city, the year of the city, and under Mark's leadership, been incredible. Mark and Aaron, thank you.
Love it. Mayor Pro Tem?
Merry Christmas.
Love that. Councilmember Stieber?
Just want to give a shout out to our fire team A. I got to spend Thanksgiving with one of our residents that might have not have been there if it wasn't for our fire team prior. So forgot to give them a shout out earlier, and I promised I would. And ditto to you, Mayor Pro Tem. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yes, Merry Christmas indeed. Mr. City Manager?
I will be quick. I have two items. As a member of the Merchants Association and as one of the directors, I want to let everyone know in the town center, the Merchants Association has a meeting here in our council chambers, January 7th. It is a very, very important meeting. It's the meeting for all of the membership, and we've got a lot of input from members throughout the Merchants Association on things they're concerned about, things that maybe aren't getting done, or things that they want to see get done. And this is the time to come and voice your concerns, to be able to vote on who your officers are. So if you talk to anyone amongst the town center, please encourage them to come January 7th. I believe it is 6. I will check that because I believe it's 6 p.m. The other thing is just a personal highlight. Everybody in council knows that I had the privilege of raising my nephew, who went on to the Marine Corps. Of course, his uncle, that's a Marine, had a little bit to do with that. He just got selected for the presidential detail. He's going to be the one of the president's airplane mechanics, and I'm beyond proud of him, where he's at, what he's doing. He was one of only 2 that were selected. So I just wanted to share with council. One thing that happens in a situation like this is when one of us is doing something like that, we kind of all are, because as a council, you had to endure my I'll be right there with this, or let me call you right back. I'm helping with this thing, and so I really just wanted to share that. I'm pretty proud of him. So thank you very much, council.
Absolutely. Announcements. Can't believe I'm saying this. Our next council meeting is going to be January 14th, 2026. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays. Please spend the time with your family and reflect on how much we have to be grateful for. That's adjournment at 8:57.
The meeting is 5 to 7.
Sorry, I have an iPhone. It's accurate.
All right. No, the meeting is 5 to 7, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. on, yes.
Oh, perfect.
On the 7th.
Meeting's still adjourned, so stop talking.
Thank you, Maddie.
Are you going home?